Is your exam around the corner, or are you nervous about taking the exam? Well, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to go through some of the simple little strategies that you can use so that you can have a very carefree and easy examination. All right, so let's start learning. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Genesis Learning with me, Noel, your expert trainer. If this is the first time you're coming to our channel, thank you so very much. It means a lot. And in this channel, we do a lot of videos, like videos for IELTS students, PT students, and also OET students. But we don't just do videos only for our students. We also do it for anyone who's planning to upgrade their English language. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon so that you can get a notification whenever we upload a video. Okay, brilliant. So let's get started with the small little strategies that we can do. The first one, get a good night's sleep. Everyone loves to sleep. I love to sleep, especially before the exam. But try not to sleep during the exam because that can become a big problem for you. Okay, so make sure before the exam you get a proper 8-hour sleep. This will be very, very useful for you because your brain will be relaxed and you can also be equally relaxed. Okay, the next one is make sure you eat well. Not on the previous day, but on the exam day. Make sure you have a very nutritious breakfast. I'm not saying a heavy breakfast. Why? Because if you have a heavy breakfast, you can definitely fall asleep. You don't want to fall asleep during the exam. Do you? I wouldn't want to. So make sure you have some good food, some nutritious food, because your exam is going to be around 3 hours. And then you'll have to arrive much before, obviously. So it's going to be like a complete 5 to 6 hour gap. So make sure that you have some good food that will give you the energy all the way to there. Third one, don't get cocky. Cocky or arrogant, same thing. What do I mean by that is you've prepared yourself, you've taken your time, you've understood everything and everything is set. That doesn't mean that you take it, the exam is going to be good, I'm going to nail it. Yes, you will nail it definitely. However, you should not have a laid-back attitude. Because if you have the laid-back attitude, then what's going to happen is you're not going to pay attention. You might slack off. You might not given that kind of dedication towards the exam. So I suggest be confident, but don't be overconfident. Always keep in mind, I'm writing an exam. I need to be relaxed. Don't get overconfident. Okay? The next one. This is something that is very, very important. Reach early and carry an ID. Okay, make sure that you are reaching at least 30 minutes before the exam timing, because there will be usually a check-in time. You don't have to rush all the way and get it all sweaty and I've reached the exam. No, try not to do all of that. Make sure you arrive early, in time, okay, on time rather, so that you don't have to panic. And the next thing is, like I said, carry your ID. Make sure you're carrying the ID that you use to register for the PTE exam. In most of the cases, it is your passport. The next one, make sure to use the restroom. Not during the exam, but before the exam. Now, for the PT, there is an additional 10-minute break that you can use after your reading. However, I don't want you to waste your time on that. I suggest use your restroom, be a bit more relaxed, and then jump into the exam hall. All right? Take your time. There is a lot of time. That's why I say come early. Next one, check your microphone. Okay, you get a microphone for the exam. And trust me, this microphone is everything because your listening is done through that, your speaking is done through that. So make sure when you come there, you check your microphone and see, okay, is there any problem? If yes, raise your hand and immediately ask for a change. Because during the exam, if you try to make a change, not that very good. So keep that in mind. Check your microphone. Check, there's a small little speaker. When it comes close to you, you should speak into it. You should be able to hear back. I think there's a small audio test that happens. Yes, there is an audio test that happens for the exam. So make sure you do it, and if there is any problem, ask for a replacement. That brings me to the 7th point, which is the headphones. The headphones that you get are not the best quality. What do I mean by that? Well, most of us are used to some headphones, like some noise cancellation headphones, like your JBL or your Bose. Don't expect that kind of sound quality for the exam. Many people use the headphone. Okay, sometimes there will be some disturbances. It is bound to happen. So having said that, I think the best thing that you can do is, if you are having some problem with your particular headphone, just raise your hand and replace it. Next, beware of your weaknesses and play with your strengths. What do I mean by that? The only thing that I mean is beware of your strengths and weaknesses. Now, like say for example, there is a task called the retell lecture or the summarized spoken text. In these tasks, you will have to listen and then make notes and then speak back. Now, there is a possibility that you might not listen to all of it. There is a possibility. I totally agree with that. Don't worry if you got just 20% of the words or 80% of the words. If you have missed out any words, no problem. Focus on the remaining. Okay? Play with that and try to form sentences with that. In the other way, there are some other tasks like your summarized written text and also your essay. Here also, some people might be very good with writing, some are not very good at writing. However, if you are able to follow a proper structure, then this particular weakness can be your strength. The next point that I would like to say is watch the clock. Always keep track of the time. For the PT, certain tasks are timed and certain tasks are not timed. If you forget which task is not timed, then you will end up wasting too much time, and that will affect the entire exam. So I suggest keep a good track of time. Now, if you want to know which tasks are actually timed and which are not timed, all you have to do is check out this video that I've done for the PT. That's an introduction video. There somewhere. Just click it and you can see it. And in that, in detail, I've explained which tasks are timed and which are not timed. So just mix and match, no, actually not mix and match, just understand it, because that will be very, very useful for your exam. And the last and the most important strategy is remember what you learned. Now, whether you are learning with us, Genesis Learning, or you're learning with somebody else, anything is fine. Whomever you are learning with, make sure you remember all those methods and strategies on your test day. And how to do that? Well, practice a lot. A lot of practice, because practice makes you perfect. And that is the only way to learn, be it with us or with anyone else. If you have missed out a question or you got it wrong, no problem. Just close your eyes and move ahead. It's okay. There is no point in worrying about it, because if you didn't get it the first time, the probability of getting it the second or the third time is very minimal. So just go ahead. And now, let me give you some bonus tips. You've stuck around for so long, so I will definitely give you some bonus tips. The first one is, do not pause while recording your answers, even if you think you made a mistake. Just go on, no problem. Next, use that notepad. You'll get, like I told you, an erasable notepad. Make sure you use it properly to take down notes, everything. Third, the noise. I told you it's going to get very noisy sometimes when everyone is typing. So how to avoid? Make sure you put your headset on the full exam. It's not the best noise cancellation, but it will help you. Then your word limit. Make sure you write only what is specified, especially in your summarized written text and also the right essay. Be careful of your capital letters and also your full stops. So thank you so very much for sticking around for so long. I would definitely love to hear from you in our comment section right below. Send us your comments, any doubts, and we'll get back to you. You can also log on to our website for any further help with your preparation, and our website is www.mygenesislearning.com. Send us a quick inquiry and boom, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Feel free to share this video with your friends who are preparing for the exam, and make sure that you're subscribed. Till we meet again, this is your tutor Noel signing out. Ciao.